Last Tuesday, a 71-year-old woman from Scottsdale, Arizona, named Joyce, ended up in the emergency room with severe stomach pain for weeks. She had been following a detox trend she saw on Facebook every morning. She would drink a large glass of yogurt mixed with the juice of a whole lemon. She thought she was cleaning her system. Instead, she was creating a chemical reaction in her stomach that her doctor at the Mayo Clinic had only seen in textbooks. What if I told you that one of the healthiest habits in America, adding lemon to your food and drinks, could be silently causing digestive distress, kidney issues, and dangerous blood sugar swings in millions of seniors? I am not here to scare you away from lemons. In fact, lemons can be a godsend for your health after 60, but only if you know the 3 golden rules of lemon consumption that have been lost to modern medicine. In this video, I am going to reveal the 3 foods you should never combine with lemon. According to studies from institutions like Johns Hopkins and the Cleveland Clinic, these combinations are especially risky for anyone over 60, and your doctor probably has not warned you about them. Then, I will share the 3 powerful combinations that can turn a simple lemon into a super remedy for joint pain, poor circulation, and a weak immune system. Before we start, I need you to answer a quick question in the comments below. Do you drink lemon water in the morning? Just type a simple yes or no. And if you are ready to learn the secrets to using food as medicine, please hit that subscribe button and ring the notification bell. The information I am about to share is not just interesting, it is critical for your health. Let's begin with the combination that sent Joyce to the emergency room, one that millions of Americans are doing right now, thinking it is healthy. Number 1, dangerous combination, lemon and dairy. Let's talk about dairy, and I am not just talking about a glass of milk. I am talking about your morning yogurt from Costco, the cottage cheese you have for lunch, or even that creamy splash of half and half in your coffee. For most of us growing up in America, dairy has always been seen as a good thing. It is comforting, it is rich in calcium, and it is our go-to for strong bones, right? But here's something most people, and even most doctors, do not realize. When you mix the citric acid from a lemon with dairy products, especially if you are over 60, you could be creating a recipe for real digestive disaster. Here is the simple chemistry. Lemon juice is highly acidic. When this acid meets the main protein in milk, called casein, a chemical reaction happens instantly. The acid causes the milk protein to curdle. Yes, that means it actually begins to separate into solid lumps and liquid whey. While that might be useful for making cheese in a factory, inside your stomach it can lead to bloating, a feeling of heaviness, and that awful sensation of food just sitting there, not digesting properly. Now, if you are a 25-year-old with a strong digestive system, you might barely notice, but as we age, our bodies naturally produce less digestive enzymes and less stomach acid. This means that foods do not break down as efficiently as they used to. So, when a 65-year-old has a bowl of Greek yogurt with a big squeeze of lemon, or drinks a lemon-infused milkshake thinking it is refreshing, their gut might really struggle. Instead of absorbing those vital nutrients, they can end up with gas, discomfort, or even diarrhea, and they often have no idea why they are feeling so poorly. The science on this is clear. A study published in the journal Food Chemistry found that citric acid significantly alters the protein structure of dairy, changing how it behaves in the digestive tract and making it harder to break down. Another report from the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition emphasized that older adults are more prone to calcium malabsorption when acidic compounds are introduced improperly with dairy-heavy meals. Let's go back to my neighbor Joyce. That sweet lady in her 70s I mentioned. She was convinced her nightly glass of warm milk with lemon was a healthy detox habit. She kept waking up in the middle of the night feeling queasy and bloated. Once she swapped the lemon for a calming spice like cinnamon. Her symptoms vanished within 2 days. It was not magic. It was just better food chemistry. So, what should you do? First, avoid adding lemon juice directly into your milk, yogurt, or cheese-based dishes. Skip that trendy lemon parfait you see at Panera Bread, or that creamy lemon pasta recipe you saw online, unless the dairy is cooked in a way that neutralizes the acid. And if you enjoy your morning lemon water, which we will talk about later, please wait at least 1 hour after having your cereal with milk or your yogurt. Give your body a chance to digest the dairy first before you introduce the acid. All right? Now that we have tackled dairy, let's move on to something sweet, but not in a good way. This next combination could be secretly sabotaging your blood sugar. Number 2 dangerous combination: lemon and refined sugar. Now, let's talk about something that might feel like a little daily treat: refined sugar. Whether it is in your morning pastry from Starbucks, a slice of birthday cake at a family gathering, or that teaspoon you stir into your tea. Sugar is everywhere in the American diet. It sounds harmless enough in small amounts, right? But when you mix the powerful acid of a lemon with refined sugar, especially if you are managing your blood sugar or are over 60, the results can be surprisingly risky. Here's the deal: lemon contains citric acid, which is known to slow down how your body processes glucose from the food you eat. When you eat something sugary, your blood sugar naturally rises normally. Your body responds by releasing insulin to help your cells absorb that sugar for energy. But multiple studies have shown that high levels of acid, like the citric acid in lemon, can interfere with how your insulin does its job. That means, instead of your body handling the sugar efficiently, that glucose can linger in your bloodstream for much longer than it should. This can cause sudden, dangerous spikes or exhausting energy crashes later on. This becomes a real, significant issue for people with pre-diabetes or type 2 diabetes. According to the CDC, that affects nearly 1 in 4 adults over the age of 65 in the United States. Even if you have never been diagnosed, your body naturally becomes more insulin resistant as you age. So, mixing that lemon with a sweet roll can quietly be working against your health goals. Research from the prestigious Journal of Clinical Endocrinology and Metabolism has shown that acidic foods can reduce your insulin sensitivity by as much as 20% when they are paired with refined carbohydrates. That is not a small number. It is enough to leave you feeling sluggish, dizzy, or strangely hungry again just an hour after you have eaten. And over time, these repeated spikes in blood sugar can put a huge amount of stress on your pancreas and significantly increase your risk of developing metabolic syndrome. Close friend of mine, a gentleman from here in Florida named Frank, learned this the hard way. He used to drink a glass of homemade lemonade every afternoon, made with fresh lemons and 2 spoonfuls of white sugar. It was his little daily ritual. But he kept feeling completely wiped out after lunch and could not figure out why. When his doctor checked his glucose levels with a continuous monitor, they were all over the place, like a roller coaster once. He switched to unsweetened lemon water and started having his sweet snack separately from his lemon drink. His energy and his focus came right back. Sometimes it is the smallest changes that can make the biggest difference in how you feel. So, here is the simple tip: if you love the taste of lemon, enjoy it on its own or pair it with naturally sweet foods like berries, which have fiber to slow down the sugar absorption. But please, steer clear of combining it with refined sugar, white sugar, syrups, or candy, especially in the same meal or drink. And if you do indulge in a sweet treat, give your body some time, maybe an hour or two, before adding lemon to the mix. If this practical, science-backed information is helpful, please take a moment to hit that like button. It really helps our channel reach more seniors who need this knowledge. Number 3, dangerous combination: lemon and oxalate-rich foods. Now, let's take a look at a group of foods that are famously healthy on their own. I am talking about foods like spinach, beets, and even nuts like almonds. They are rich in fiber, antioxidants, and nutrients that support your heart and your brain health. But for older adults, combining these oxalate-rich foods with lemon, a fruit that is high in citric acid, can quietly pose a serious risk to your kidneys. Here is what is really going on inside your body. Oxalates are naturally occurring compounds that are found in many healthy plant foods on their own. They are not usually a problem for most people, but when they mix with certain acids like the citric acid found in lemon juice, they can bind together and form tiny, sharp crystals. These crystals over time can grow and clump together to form painful kidney stones. And unfortunately, older adults are much more vulnerable to this problem. This is because your kidney function naturally tends to slow down a bit. With age, this makes it harder for your body to flush out these compounds efficiently before they have a chance to form stones. Let me put this into perspective for you. According to the National Kidney Foundation here in the United States, adults over 60 are significantly more likely to develop kidney stones than younger adults, and our diet is a huge contributor. A study from the Clinical Journal of the American Society of Nephrology found that a diet high in both oxalates and acids led to a much higher rate of calcium oxalate stones in people over the age of 55, and it does not take much to create a problem. Something as simple as a healthy spinach salad with a lemon vinaigrette dressing, or a beet smoothie with lemon juice, could quietly be setting the stage for stone formation if you are consuming it regularly. I remember a story from a woman named Linda, a lovely 68-year-old from a retirement community here in Arizona. She used to swear by her morning beet juice with lemon. She believed it was detoxifying her liver. But after 2 separate trips to the ER with stabbing back pain, she learned the hard way that she was building up oxalates without even realizing it. Her doctor helped her adjust her diet, keeping the lemon but switching out the high oxalate beets for something else. And since then, no more stones. You do not need to completely eliminate spinach or beets from your diet. Just avoid pairing them directly with lemon on a frequent basis. Instead, enjoy your spinach with a little olive oil or a different kind of vinegar. Save your lemon for other meals. And be sure to drink lots of water throughout the day to help your kidneys flush out any excess oxalates. If you have a history of kidney stones, or if you have been told you have reduced kidney function, it is very important to consult your doctor or a dietitian before you regularly combine these oxalate-rich foods with lemon now that we have discussed what to avoid. Let's move on to the good news, because when it is combined smartly, lemon can still be a powerful ally in your wellness journey up. Next, I will reveal 3 safe, senior-friendly lemon pairings that can support your vitality without the risk. If you are just joining us, please make sure you are subscribed to our channel so you do not miss out on more essential health tips for seniors. Safe combination number 1, lemon and raw honey. One of the most powerful and gentle partners for lemon, especially for folks over 60, is something you might already have in your pantry. That partner is raw honey. Raw honey, unlike the processed, filtered kind you will find in those little plastic bear-shaped bottles at the grocery store, is packed with natural enzymes, antioxidants, and antibacterial properties when you combine it with warm lemon water. And I mean warm, not boiling. It creates a soothing tonic that has been used for centuries to support digestion, calm inflammation, and even boost your immunity. And the best part? It tastes like comfort in a cup. So, what makes this combination so good for you, especially in your golden years? Let's start with your digestion. As we age, our stomach often produces less acid, which can make it harder to break down food and absorb nutrients efficiently. Mild acidity from the lemon can help to gently kickstart your digestion. Meanwhile, the natural sugars and enzymes in the raw honey can coat the stomach lining, helping to reduce irritation and promote smoother movement through your gut. Then there is your immune system. A 2018 study in the journal Frontiers in Pharmacology found that the polyphenols in raw honey can enhance your body's immune response and can even help fight off certain types of bacteria when you add in the vitamin C from the lemon. You have got a natural, tasty, immune-boosting drink that is far better for you than any store-bought supplement from CVS or Walgreens. But you do not just have to take it from the science. My neighbor Joe, who is 72 and still takes his daily morning walks around our neighborhood here in Florida, swears by his cup of warm lemon water with a teaspoon of raw honey. He says it keeps his throat clear, his digestion happy, and it even helps with that tickly cough he used to get every fall. He starts every single morning with it on an empty stomach, and the difference he has noticed over the past year is like night and day. Here is how you can make it a part of your own routine. Squeeze half a fresh lemon into a mug, add 1 teaspoon of raw honey, local if you can find it, and then pour in warm, not hot, water. Stir it gently and sip it slowly before you have your breakfast. It is a small act of self-care that can feel almost like a morning ritual. Just make sure the water is not too hot, or you will destroy the beneficial enzymes in the honey that make it so powerful. Safe combination number 2, lemon and turmeric. Next, we are heading into golden territory, literally. Let's talk about a spice that turns everything it touches a warm yellow and brings powerful healing benefits when it is mixed with lemon. That spice is turmeric. This golden spice has been used for thousands of years in traditional medicine. It is warm, earthy, and most importantly, incredibly powerful when it comes to fighting inflammation. But here is a little secret that many people in America do not know. When you mix turmeric with lemon and just a tiny pinch of black pepper, you unlock something pretty special. This is especially true for your joint health, your liver support, and your overall vitality. After 60, turmeric contains a compound called curcumin that is the magic ingredient that is responsible for its anti-inflammatory and antioxidant powers. But curcumin on its own is not easily absorbed by your body. In fact, without a little help, most of it just passes right through your system. That is where lemon and black pepper come in. Lemon's natural acidity helps to activate the curcumin, and the black pepper contains a substance called piperine, which has been shown in studies to boost the absorption of curcumin by up to 2,000%. Yes, you heard that right, 2,000%. That means when you combine these three ingredients, you are not just drinking a trendy wellness shot, you are giving your body a powerful tool to reduce inflammation from the inside out. This is especially important as we age, because chronic, low-level inflammation is one of the key drivers behind conditions like arthritis, heart disease, and even cognitive decline. And let's not forget your liver. Your liver works harder as you age, filtering out toxins from medications, processed foods from our American diet, and even everyday stress. Lemon and turmeric together can support a healthy liver function by encouraging bile production, which helps to break down fats and flush out waste more efficiently. I have seen this combination work wonders for my Aunt Kathy, who's 67 and lives up in Ohio. She has struggled with stiff joints for years. She started drinking a homemade wellness shot every morning, just warm water, a squeeze of fresh lemon, a quarter teaspoon of turmeric powder, a tiny pinch of black pepper, and sometimes a dash of cinnamon. Within a few weeks, she noticed less stiffness in her hands and more energy throughout the day. It has become a regular part of her morning routine, just like brushing her teeth. If you would like to try it, just make sure you start small. Turmeric can have a strong flavor, so adjust the amount to suit your taste. Think of it as a golden boost to your morning, a little zing, a little spice, and a lot of healing. Safe combination number 3, lemon and ginger. And speaking of warmth and healing, there is one more ingredient that pairs beautifully with lemon to support your circulation, ease your digestion, and keep those chilly hands and feet feeling toasty. Let's talk about ginger now. Let's talk about ginger, one of nature's most trusted remedies for warmth, circulation, and digestion. But when you combine it with lemon and warm water, ginger becomes even more powerful. This is especially true for those of us over 60 who are dealing with issues like sluggish digestion, joint stiffness, or cold hands and feet. Here is why this combination works so well. Ginger contains compounds called gingerols and shoggols, which are known for their anti-inflammatory and warming effects. They help to increase your blood flow, stimulate your digestion, and can reduce pain, particularly in your joints. Lemon, on the other hand, adds a dose of vitamin C, supports your immune system, and gives your metabolism a gentle push together. They form a warming tonic that feels like a hug from the inside out. This pairing is especially helpful for older adults who often feel cold or struggle with circulation. As we age, our blood vessels can become less elastic, and our circulation naturally slows down. That is why some people over 60 often feel chilly, even in the mild weather we get here in Florida. A warm drink made with lemon and fresh ginger can help to gently dilate your blood vessels, improving blood flow and warming your extremities. But that is not all ginger. Also helps with your digestion by stimulating the production of saliva and stomach enzymes. When you pair it with lemon, which encourages bile production, the two create a perfect storm of digestive support. So, if you often deal with bloating, gas, or that heavy feeling after meals, this drink can offer real soothing relief. There is solid science to back this up. A study in the Journal of Ethnopharmacology found that ginger significantly improved gastric emptying. That means food moved through the stomach more quickly, reducing discomfort and enhancing nutrient absorption. To try it yourself, peel and slice about a half-inch piece of fresh ginger, add it to a mug with some fresh lemon juice, then pour in warm water, let it steep for 5 to 10 minutes, and sip it slowly if you like a touch of sweetness. A little raw honey fits in perfectly, and you will be combining 3 powerful ingredients all in 1 cup. Conclusion. So now you have seen the full picture. Lemon can be tricky, but with the right partners it becomes a wonderful ally for your health. Ready for a warm wrap-up. So there you have it. Lemon is not just a tart little fruit, it is a powerful tool that, when you pair it wisely, can support your health in ways you might not have imagined, whether it is helping your digestion, soothing inflammation, or gently warming your body from the inside. The right combinations make all the difference at this stage of life. It is not about restriction, it is about being smart, listening to your body, and making small, loving choices. That can add up to big changes. If today's video gave you a new perspective, please let us know in the comments. Just type 1 if you learned something helpful. And if you have not already, please hit that subscribe button so you do not miss any of our gentle, powerful wellness tips. Take care of yourself because you deserve to feel good every single day.